My name is Chris Carter-Brennan. I'm a director of WebWayOne Limited. In this series of blogs, we're here to provide information on alarm signalling. Now, alarm signalling is designed to remotely protect the premises, so all the equipment and services that are installed inside the premises are to protect the local assets, the people, the assets, property, etc. Alarm signalling is designed to monitor those systems remotely. Now, in this series of blogs, we're here to explain a bit about technology, about how to get the best out of your assets on site, and how that affects all the stakeholders in the supply chain, whether you're an alarm receiving centre, an installer, the end user, or the emergency services. So we're going to go through some of those aspects in these blogs, and we're going to start with the transmission of extended format alarms, so SEER format alarm transmission. So first we're going to go through what is SEER and what are the real benefits. Well, if we look at existing systems, they tend to relate the detectors and zones within an alarm panel with a simple pin on the communications device. So it's a many-to-one relationship. Now, that has some benefits when we're talking about transmission over old PSTN-based digi, so dial-up digi. So the reason for using pins was to limit the amount of alarms that were sent over a chargeable call. Now, with new technology, it's much cheaper to send those alarm messages over either fixed line IP circuits, so ADSL, broadband, etc., or wireless IP circuits like GPRS, the General Packet Radio Service. So some of those restrictions have gone away. Now, the knock-on effect of sending pins is to actually receive a lower grade of information at the alarm receiving centre. Now, if you're an operator, all you really want to see is a confirmed alarm. But if you're the other stakeholders in the security installation, the end user and the installer, there's other information that you want to know about that event. So if you're an end user, and in particular if you're an end user loss prevention department that's had a headcount reduction and is managing more sites, you'd actually prefer to log on to the alarm receiving centre systems and effectively be able to see the entire audit trail from the alarm panel for any particular event or fault. So what SEER enables is the transmission of the original data that's sent from the alarm panel, and by supporting the SEER protocol in the alarm panel, what the alarm panel can send is the site ID, the time, the date, the actual alarm type, and there are over 1,000 definitions of alarm type, from burglar alarms, opens, fire, flood, gas, etc. So there's lots of information that, or different event types that SEER can accommodate, and then send that through to the alarm management system, which then collects that data and can present it in web-based forms or reports for end users to examine prior to visiting a site, but filters out some of those events so that all the operator gets is the actual confirmed event to act upon to summon either the key holder or emergency services. So from a loss prevention point of view, from the end user loss prevention point of view, we're looking at a much more efficient way of examining an event or a fault before dispatching someone to site. So sometimes it could be simply identifying that a user requires some more training on how to open and close the system. It could be the identification of which zone a detector is faulty in for an installer, or it could be looking at a detailed intrusion event remotely with loss prevention and potentially the installer to work out exactly how this situation happened, so that we don't have to waste time when we get on site with unlocking the panel from a tamper point of view and doing an investigation on site. All that investigation can be done remotely. So just in closing summary, what do we really get from SEER alarm transmission to the alarm receiving centre? Well, what we're really doing is realising the benefit of the intruder system that we installed on day one. So now we can see all of the events in one place without having to go to site. A great benefit in terms of auditing an event, providing training or diagnosing a fault, and reducing the amount of business interruption for the store manager or the key holder, driving efficiency into loss prevention teams. Thank you for listening, and we'll be producing a new blog in another month or so. Thank you. Bye-bye.